video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to create your offer as a multi-passionate spiritual entrepreneur, because this question gets asked a lot, and I understand it because I've been there myself, right? I've been here time and time and time and time again, and every offer that I've created has sold every single time because I understand the process of what it takes. And so it can be really difficult if you're a multi-passionate and a multi-dimensional being. That adds a whole other layer, because you're not just multi-passionate about all the topics that you like, you're multi-dimensional in terms of your frequency, your energy, your mindset, your body, the way that you think and feel everything on this planet, right? As a spiritual being. So there's a couple of things that we want to be speaking about and thinking about when we're creating our offers that is a bit different. And this is why I love taking up space in this arena. So let's get straight into it. The first thing that you want to be doing, and I've done a whole entire separate video on this, and I'll link it at the top here. But the first thing that you want to go and dive into is this video. So finish this video, then go watch this next one up here of the Intuitive Creator Formula, because part one of that formula is this specific offer, how you want to be thinking about your offer and where to create from. And it's essentially just changing your pain. So whatever the pain that you have been through, whatever challenge you've been through, whatever it is that you have really struggled with, right? That's been a challenging time for you or a challenging thing for you. You get to turn that into your offer. That is literally how simple I keep things, right? And this is the starting point. I started from narcissist, like my narcissist bootcamp. That wasn't the very first offer. I actually started from psychic readings because those were the challenges that I was facing. And then I realized, oh my God, I've got the gift and I can teach other people. So again, whatever the pain problem is in your life that you have then overcome, you can easily just transform that into your power offer, okay? That is part one. And I teach you exactly how to do this using specific areas of your birth chart. And this is where it gets so much more fun and so much more clear for you. So if you are struggling with clarity and you're like, oh, you can't afford to book a call with me or whichever person that you love for like astrology, then this will literally self-guide you so you can do it for yourself. So you don't actually need anybody's help, right? So go and check that video out. Then come back to the 2nd to 6th steps over here to continue the offer journey, where you can actually keep yourself in this mindset, keep yourself in this container so that your offer can actually be successfully sold, because there are a lot of things that go into this. It's not just about just the creation part, okay? Once you've got your formula, you've decided, you've checked your birth chart in astrology, you've checked out, okay, this connects to the pain points that I've been through, this is the transformation I've been through. The second thing you want to understand about your offer is that it's not just a destination. It's not a goal that you're trying to achieve of like, oh, this is the ultimate offer and that is it. It can't change. No, you want to be looking at your offer as a journey. Okay. And a lot of people don't talk about this. And this is where I got stuck as well, where it's like, oh, I have to create this one thing and then that's going to be the thing that I'm known for the rest of my life. No, it doesn't work like that. If you're a multi-passionate, if you're a multi-dimensional being, the most important thing that you can do is honor those parts of yourself, like accept that that is your state of being. Okay. So again, the offer that you create right now may not be the end offer. So this is why it's not a destination. It's just a journey. So just like sometimes you have to take different flights to reach the end goal, you might be hopping onto some offer that's like part of the journey towards the destination, but it's not the end destination. If you view things from that perspective, it makes it a whole lot easier to stop sabotaging yourself when it comes to actually creating the offer. Okay. And there could be multiple offers that come through. That's okay. Allow yourself to play is what I'm basically saying, right? Don't just fixate on I'm getting to the end journey and I'm just so rigid that you lose the fun in it. So again, it's a journey, not an end destination. Again, look at me. I've created so many fucking offers. I think I've sold over like 15 bloody offers at this point, and I've made money from every single one of them. It's not to say that not one was right or not one was wrong. It just didn't suit my soul when it was time to evolve. And that's the thing that I do best, is teaching people that it's okay to change. It's okay to pivot. It's okay to evolve. And I'm going to give you a story in the next point that I make about somebody who did this and is very, very successful now, right? So allow yourself to change your offer, evolve your offer, and pivot your offer as many times as you need until you find that, yeah, it's hitting home. It's absolutely okay. So this is your permission slip if you needed it. The third thing that you want to be doing, so far we've got your Intuitive Creator Formula. Go and watch the video if you haven't already for that. Once you've got that, you come back here, you know and understand that your offer is just the journey. It's not the end destination, and you're allowed to experiment and pivot with it. Bringing me to number 3, which is experiment. Experiment the heck out of your offers, because if you don't experiment, you will stagnate at some point, okay? Life, journey, like everything that we see in our world is an entire big experimentation. That is all life is. And enough people don't look at life from this lens. They look at it as just like it's set in stone, and it's like nothing is set in stone. a tsunami could hit and everything could be wiped out tomorrow. Like, we just don't know, right? Mother Nature is out of our control. But what is in our control is the experimentation of what we can do with what we've got, okay? So experiment and adapt. These are two traits you want to start cultivating with yourself really, really, really quickly, because the quicker that you own those parts of you and allow yourself to experiment, the faster you're going to see success. Now, I'm going to give you an example. If you're in the UK, you might have heard of Dyson. I don't know if he's global. He must be global by now. But I think he is global. Anyway, you get Dyson Hoovers. I absolutely freaking love them. You get Dyson hairdryers, like all the things, right? Tech. But he started off with like the Dyson Hoover. That was like the main thing. And he had, guess how many failures he had before he was successful at the prototype. So this is his offer, if you like. He was creating his offer. He had, I've written it down here, 5,126 failed prototypes. 5,126 failed offers before his most successful one. Do you think if he left it at the 5,125th going, nah, I give up, that's it, it's not meant to be, that we would have the Dyson we have today, that he would be a multimillionaire or billionaire, whatever the thing he is, if he gave up at that 5,125th moment of feeling like a failure? Or did he just continue experimenting because he knew this is what he was built for, this is what he was designed for? So again, as spiritual entrepreneurs, you have a vision, you have a mission, you are here to make an impact. Do not give up because you see that it's failure. It's not failure, it's leading you and allowing you to tweak and refine and refine and refine and refine until it's fucking landing. And it will land, it's inevitable, okay? Have that confidence to experiment and refine and come back to the drawing board. I do it all the time. Like, those of you who've been following me from the beginning of this journey, you see me start off with astrology. You see me start off with astrology on Instagram and grow that to 10,000. Then you see me pivot to YouTube, actually. And I started off with astrology. Then I went and deleted all those videos on astrology because I was like, I don't want to just be known for astrology. That's a tool I use. It's not what I want to be known for. Then I did tarot readings. Then again, I was like, I don't want to be fucking known for a tarot reader. That's not what I'm here to do. I use it as a tool again. Then I went on TikTok and actually enjoyed the tarot process. So I just became a psychic reader on TikTok. Then I pivoted on TikTok and I was like, no, I need to teach spiritual entrepreneurs how to fucking build this business, because I've been making money constantly in my life. But what I did struggle with was finding a spiritual business coach, a spiritual entrepreneur who actually got it the way that I need it. And that wasn't to be found till this day. So I was like, right, I need to fucking take over this space, okay? Because there's enough masculine coaches, there's enough feminine spiritual leaders. There's nobody who's like kind of got that middle ground of like the practical, the masculine, which is what we need, the strategy, all the stuff, like all the things, the formulas. And then there's nobody doing the balance of the feminine as well, of like the visualization, the meditation, the breath work, the energy work, the manifestation side, like the astrology birth chart, all the things. So I was like, I'm going to merge them together because that's what works overall. And when you look at most people, even the most successful masculines, they are operating off of some intuitive gut response inside of them. Whether they are aware of that or not is another whole thing, right? So we've waffled on a little bit, but bringing back to the point of you need to experiment, allow yourself to experiment. Remember Dyson, remember his story, his 5,126 fails before his successful prototype. Do not give up. And allow yourself to fucking experiment as many times as you need, no matter what and who is saying around you that you're nuts, you're not going to work, blah, 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 it's not going to work. You can hear that 5,126 times or more. It doesn't matter. Each journey is different. However long it takes. But if you are serious about your mission, you're serious about your offer, and you believe in it so much, it will work. Okay? Once you've done that and you have grasped that mindset, the fourth thing that you want to do is package up the very problem that you have gone through in the most recent thing that is lighting you up to speak about, because you have to be lit up and enjoying what you're doing, right? So whatever it is that you have been through in your most recent, or whatever the thing is that you speak about a lot, where you're like, I've gained experience from this, because experience is the best teacher. So if you want your offer to be a success, the best thing you want to start with to build more confidence, to build experimentation as well, and to get more feedback and research from your audience, is to do and create from that space of pain or challenge or struggle that you've been through, and just package that into an offer. It doesn't have to be fancy. And again, I'm going to give you the platform that I suggest, because that's what I use, and it's like the best. It's just so simple, so easy. You don't have to learn a whole set of skills to do it. That's the best way as well for spiritual entrepreneurs, because it takes you out of your logical thinking mind. You don't have to stress about that. You can just be, and just literally all you need to do is just type in a sentence or two what it is that you're offering, how it is that you serve it up, and what the person on the other end is going to get out of it, right? So package that up. That is your offer. And then it's just about bringing it into the spaces in the market where people can buy. So people have to see you. First of all, you need to build your content, your messaging, your frameworks, all of the things, right? And then being visible with that offer. The next thing that you want to be doing, basically the final, before I tell you where to go on which platform, if you're interested in that, is do not compare yourself to others at where they are at in their journey, because this can set you back so far, because you will be looking and comparing yourself to where they are at, but you won't see the years and years and years of mindset work, the grind, the hustle, the challenges, the struggle, the refining that they have been through when you are at the start of your journey. So there is no point you looking to someone who is way up here when you are just over here or over here. Right? What you want to be doing is looking at just one person who is one step or two steps ahead of you, because then you're like, oh, that's achievable for me. And your subconscious mind works well that way. Instead of feeding your subconscious mind something that it thinks is very impossible for it right now because you haven't moved closer to that goal. That is literally how the psyche works. It's science, okay? It's proven. So this is not just me saying it from a space of, oh, come buy from me. I don't care if you buy from me. Like my whole vibe on YouTube is literally to share, like I said, for my 6-year-old son. So if I die, he has all of these to go by, so he can literally create a living for himself from his unique soul blueprint. But again, I would tell him this same thing of do not compare yourself to other people who are far ahead of you. Take inspiration from them, but do not compare. Okay, there's a very big difference between taking inspiration and being like, I'm going to be like that one day, versus, oh, I'm not where they are at. There's such a big difference between those two energies. Okay, be inspired by the people and the leaders who are way ahead of the game, but learn from the people who are 1 or 2 steps ahead of you. It'll make so much more of a difference. But also the people who you are learning from, who are 1 or 2 steps ahead of you, make sure you decipher correctly that they are definitely the ones you want to be learning from. I've made investments. I've invested over about 50,000 at this point in coaches, in mentors, from masculine coaches, business coaches, intuitive coaches, healers, all the things. And sometimes it's been a wrong investment, because it's like, oh, I have more wisdom than this person. Yeah, how did I perceive them as 2 steps ahead of me when their wisdom is a bit further behind? So again, now I've learned, like I'm a 6'2" projector in human design. I recognize the fact that as a 6th line, sometimes, those of you go and check your human design, this will make sense for you if you're a 6th line. If you're a 6th line, the people who have profiles without the 6, sometimes they cannot teach you unless they are further in a different capacity, right? In a certain level of skill set where it's like they are doing something that you have yet not embodied in your 6th line. But the more that you embody your 6th line, sometimes it can be really difficult to learn from people who have a 1 line or a 3 line or a 2 line or whatever the thing, because you already know half of that, because you as a 6th line carry all the lines before you. Okay, human design guys, this will make sense for you. But this is something that's fascinating to me as well, where I didn't recognize that. So again, if you're a 6th line watching this will be so helpful to you. Go to another 6th line coach. Seek out mentors who have the 6th line or the similar type of profile as you, because they'll better be able to see and guide from that roof perspective, which is what the 6 lines have, right? Again, this is literally the stuff that and it's funny because I'm a 6'2" and my child is also a 6'2", so it's just like he's got me as his guide. I love it. Anyway, moving on. The last final thing for your offer is, again, do it on Stan Store. I will link my description box below. You can literally use that to join and you get like a discount. But this is the best. And I have used Kajabi. I've used ClickFunnels. I've used, you name it. I have been there. Squarespace. I've tried all of the things. And the best one that I always come back to is Stan Store, because it's so simple. It's so simple that you don't need to waste about 2 or 3 hours creating a sales page, because your Stan Store has already done it for you. It's already ready. All you have to do is just type in what you want, plug in a picture. The pictures are even there, so you don't even need to go out your way to create a picture if you don't want, and boom, it's selling for you. It's so simple. I can't even tell you. I would literally sell Stan Store to people for nothing, for peanuts. Like, yes, I have an affiliate link down below, but with or without the affiliate link, I was selling it way before that. Like, I even forget sometimes how many people I've just shared about Stan Store. It's so freaking good. and you will win with Stand Store. It's just going to be such a much easier game changer for you in your business. So I hope this helped. This is literally the way that you want to be thinking about creating your offer from. If you've got any questions, just drop it in the comments below. And also I have my free mindset trainings that will literally guide you into being a better intuitive creator with all of this good shit. So if you want that, the link is also dropped in the description below. Come join there. You can ask more questions and comments in that space. It's Telegram as well. So subscribe if you haven't already, if you're new here, like this video, and I'll catch you in the next ones. Mwah.